What's up guys, Voltmark here, and today we're going to be talking about a current event that's going on right now at this juncture, and that is the Super Bowl. I believe it is Super Bowl 69, or really I don't care what number it is. We're not even going to be talking about the event itself. I think it's going on right now, probably fourth quarter or so. But I'm going to be talking about the sport of football holistically, and why I think it is stupid. And I know a lot of you guys are probably going to disagree with me at some point. And if you do, that's fine. Leave a thoughtful comment in the comment box below, and we can have a civil discussion like gentlemen. That way we can settle our differences and reach a conclusion that isn't a bunch of yelling or anything like that. We can be civilized intellectuals. So just leave a comment and then we can discuss it later. So I'm going to be discussing why this game, as you would call it, is a waste of time and is stupid and shouldn't really exist. So as many of you may know, America is the greatest country around right now, and the way we behave certainly does not reflect that. For instance, the most popular game at this point, a game that we like as a culture, is football. Why? Because there's I don't know, maybe 111 million people watching the Super Bowl right now, probably. So that's about roughly somewhere between a third and a quarter of the population of the United States. So it reflects a lot on our culture, and it reflects on the average American as a whole. So since it has such a great influence, I wonder where that starts. Well, it probably starts from youth. So when you're young, you probably went to school, and your friends might have played football, or you might have seen it on TV. You might have heard people talking about it, especially when this time of year comes around. Well, you might get interested in it, and you might want to start up and try playing it yourself. Well, guess what? When you start practicing and playing a useless sport, you're wasting your time, really. Because what's the best case scenario? Well, the best case scenario is that you get into college on a scholarship based on your abilities to play a game. And once you're in college and once you graduate, you're probably going to choose some stupid degree. The only thing that you've got going for you, well, you're definitely going to get a low GPA because you're not smart enough to get into the school otherwise. So once you have your useless degree with a really low GPA, the only real skill set that you have is football. Well, what other job can you get besides being in the NFL where you could jump on other men and play with balls? Very limited options there, and most of those are not very well paying, and if they are, they're very unpleasant. You probably know from experience. So what the most likely scenario is that you're going to spend a lot of time working on this sport, or any sport in general. You can apply this to, but you spend a lot of time on it, and instead of it, you could probably be reading a book, studying, spending some time at a library. Just about anything else could be more productive. Watching CNN, being up to date on current events, things like that. You could be doing just about anything productive, and it would be better than playing a game. And I know this is kind of hypocritical because I'm doing this on a Call of Duty video, but trust me, I've got my stuff figured out. So after you've been wasting your time, your whole youth, you've probably tried to become competitive in high school. As you approach your teen years, or as you're in your teen years, you're probably trying to get some advantages, right? And you might have heard the equation sometime, or the formula. Force equals mass times acceleration, and you were probably thinking, hey, well, I can't run fast because I'm stupid and I'm slow, and I can't accelerate very fast, so I should build up some mass. And guess what? You're going to down a bunch of cheeseburgers, and you're going to make yourself very unhealthy. And if you don't do that, and you opt for a better position, say working out, which is perfectly fine, I do it too. Once you're in the game and once you're playing, you're probably gonna get, beaten the hell out of you. I mean, tackled, and you're gonna end up with either a head injury, a back injury, some kind of injury, which will overall hurt you. There's no way that could ever benefit you. Really, what the hell is it gonna do? Where was it? So it's gonna be unhealthy for you to be playing a game like this. Nothing good can ever come out of it. It's not like you're gonna get, I don't know, tackled by 8 200-pound people and all of a sudden know how to do differential math or become some economic genius. That's never gonna happen. Oh, but you know how you can do that? Is if you open up a book and you start reading. Oh well, why would I suggest something like that when you could go play with balls? Anyway, yes. Back to overweight. So you probably gained some weight to make yourself a little bit more useful in football, if you could even call it being useful. So once you're at your body weight, once you're obese, you're gonna end up leaving high school only to augment that habit, and you're gonna end up like an overweight American, as most of them are. I am American, but I'm not overweight. I think I'm like 9% body fat, which is significantly less. The average offensive lineman in the NFL is 25%, which is clearly obese. So once you're done playing in high school, and you're too stupid to go to college because you've been wasting your whole life playing football, and you weren't good enough to get recruited and get a scholarship, you're probably going to end up either dropping out of high school or only getting a high school degree. You're going to be making, how much does an average high school graduate make? Not very much, right? You'd be making a lot more if you just opened up a book or went to a library and made your life useful, but instead you're probably going to end up making $40,000 a year, end up living in a crappy neighborhood, and leading a very unsuccessful life. So, I know that this little dissertation has probably been going on for a little long, and it's kind of redundant. This is kind of my first shot at doing this, but it's just been something on my mind for a while, and I needed to get that out. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and if you want if you want to hear stuff like this again in the future, then go ahead and leave a rating, comment, all that good stuff. If you really liked it, send it to somebody. But either way, I'm going to be starting up a Road to Commander on CoD 4 for PC. Once my graphics card gets here, I ordered a 6870 or 6870. I don't know how you say it. It's a nice card. Anyway, it's been Voltmark, and I am signing out. See you guys.